Ooh. Celebrate! Yay! Biden won. Biden won. President-elect Biden. Excellent. Excellent. Vice President-elect Harris. How historic is that? The first female vice president in the history of the country, and she is also of a woman of color. How excellent. Hi Helena. Hi Kathy W. I knew it would happen. It was just a matter of waiting and waiting and getting there. And you know what? Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania didn't just go blue. They went dark blue once things were added up. Oh, my goodness. Big sighs of relief. Big sighs of relief. Hi, Judy Malley, Debbie Simmons. Hi. I've got on the other screen here, I've got the cavalcade waiting for, you know, all these cars parked in the car park at Wilmington, Delaware. Biden's cavalcade has come up. And, yeah. Becca's live right now too. Oh, well, she's been hopping on live a bit. That's okay. That's okay. You know, I'm not going to begrudge anyone to hop on live. If they cross with me, they cross with me. It's, you know, it's not a personal insult. It's just people, you know, wanting to get on there. Wow. He won. He won. Day one. There's so many happy places. It's cardboard cut out of Joe in amongst some people who are, you know. And, yeah, so many happy people. They're waving flags and everything. It's great. It's great. I'm on the NBC News Project live thing I've got on. When he comes on to speak, if you guys want to go watch him, go watch him. Yes, you can probably see his speech later, but I'm not going to ask you not to go and watch someone who's a beacon, just because I'm on live, you know. But anyway, as one reporter still pointed out, from now until inauguration, Donald Trump is still the president. And he can still cause all sorts of havoc. He's not taking this well. People, you know, there's not going to be a concession speech. If he does make a concession speech, it's not going to be that. It's going to be a whinge fest. The same way after the 2018 election. 2018 election, he came out and he was finger pointing and putting people down. It's a great day, not just for America, but for the rest of the globe. You'll be able to start reestablishing those relationships that you had for so long. Hi, Robin Arvin. Hi, Edith Rosales. Anyway, you're welcome, Edith. So anyway, what I thought I'd do is let's have a look at bugger his orangeness for the moment. Let's have a look. At America on the 20th of January. Okay, let's have a look. Highest truth and compassion, please insight to America on Inauguration Day. Let's have a look. America on Inauguration Day. Believe me, there are people celebrating around the globe. Hi, Karen Bissell. It is a fabulous day. The Empress, the American people, it is their day. The challenge is going to be Queen of Wands. Putting across how much this means to the people being inaugurated. They know they're being inaugurated on behalf of the American people, and they know they're not going to be able to have the huge inauguration crowds and this huge thing. They know they're not going to be able to have that. So their challenge is reaching out and finding a way to let them the confidence and self-assuredness, reaching out and letting the American people share in this. The Queen of Wands, the feisty, confident, self-assured, also compassionate and wise and intuitive. So the challenge is going to be getting it right for the inauguration so that, you know, people can share in the close as well as far. So if people want to, in Washington, or they want to go to Washington, they've got to figure out a way that they can let people do that, but keep them safe. The frangipanis, yes, they're big over in North Queensland too. They're a staple of North Queensland. Grew up with them all around. Yeah, so they're a reminder of where I grew up. Even though I was born in a different state, I grew up there. And yeah, hi Joan, Maury. So at the base of the reading is joyous emotional news. Joyous emotional news. And there's going to be a second husband or second man, not a second lady, but a second man. That's amazing. I've got the thing in here. If you want, I can play him for a few minutes as he steps up and speaks, and we can listen together. Past leading to present actions. This is Biden, and previously he's been the King of Cups, but now he's the wise, compassionate, a leader showing courage. And this one doesn't show it with the lizard, but I have a feel that, like, the kittens down here, he's guarding these kittens. He is the guardian of these kittens, and for him, those represent America's children, America's men and women, America's troops. Okay, the American people, the children, the troops. And that's what he's going to step up and take an oath to protect. And that's what Kamala Harris is going to step up and take an oath to accept. Hi, everyone who's just joined. Hi, Mystical Marina. I'm reading on Inauguration Day, 20th of January, the Emperor. This is not someone coming out and trying to walk all over the people. This is the re-establishment of strengthened leadership, the rule of law. All of those things are going to be re-established on those days. And it's going to be like everyone is starting new and fresh. Thank you, Marina. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Everyone is going to start new and fresh. Okay, so it's going to be like the start of a new journey. And yeah, and so it's all going to be so important. All of this new, and it's like people are going to feel like it's a new nation after the one they used to know was made unrecognizable. Five of Swords. It's going to mark an end. You know, immediately after Inauguration Day, it's going to be an end to the abuses of power. It's interesting because on the bottom of the deck for this question, what's America going to be like on Inauguration Day? We've got abandonment, walking away. This is Trump. He's not going to disappear completely until that inauguration happens. That's when he'll finally abandon his hopes or whatever. In the environment around Inauguration Day, manifestation. The manifestation of fantastic news, the manifestation. People have wanted this for 4 years, really. America has wanted this. And it's going to be the day it all comes together as they've wanted it to. Everything will be there to solidify this. And what are people going to see on that day? New starts, new relationships, upwelling of emotion. Yeah. The hopes and fears of that day. There's going to be a lot of new people and the hope that they can do the job. And, of course, there's the fear that they can't. It's scary. So this new start, the hope is that this new start gets off to a good start. Hi, Miss Gisimo. Hi, Sherry French. I'll have a look on Bill Barr too. And Pompeo, I'll have a look. Yeah, where are they? So that this fresh new start will continue and build momentum. This is just a start, remember? So pages are a start. So there's fresh new start, fresh new opportunities that will build momentum and start the healing process. Of course, there's always the fear that that's not going to happen. Where's Pompeo? Where's Barr? Yeah, how is Pence? Here, the Trump's chief of staff, Mark Meadows, has got the coronavirus. The outcomes for Inauguration Day. New starts, new hope, a beacon of light. People, it's going to be the start of people being called forth to answer for their actions. Hi, Sharon Sight. America gaining new strength, regaining the strength that it lost. It's all good. And this is the 6. Some things that have been some things returning, good things from the past returning. Not everything from the past is good. There's going to be some things from the past that won't come back, but there are good things from the past, like a re-establishment of relationships with other countries, with the Paris Accord, with the Iran oil nuclear deal, NATO, all of those things coming back, re-emerging. Yeah, those old ties being strengthened. So it's good. America on election day is going to be good. So there's so many joyous people here. There are people in the back of cars. There are blue-collar workers with corporate workers, with people in casual clothes. There's so many different, there's black and white and Hispanic and all sorts. There's so many people there. Hi, Sherry French. Hi, Sharon Sipe. So that was my reading on America on Inauguration Day. I'm just going to... bit dry. Now, I'm not ready to do a website just yet, but I have got a Facebook page, and I'll put the link to that on the community page, as well as costs. Okay, in the next couple of days for readings. If you want to do a reading, at this stage, email me. I've had a couple of emails already. I'll also I put an estimated start date and times. Of course, I've got to work the different time zones. So I'll be putting up available times as well. But you'll be able to go from a day or so to the Facebook page to see that, and there'll be a pinned post which will have that information on it. But it's going to be a couple of days yet. The web page is going to take a bit longer to materialize. Okay, dancing in the street in Southern California. I'm not surprised. Joyous day. Let's have a look at how Joe Biden is at the moment. Guides of the highest truth and compassion, please give me insight into Joe Biden. he's happy, he's joyous, but he also knows he's got a heavy load to carry and a big job to do. And there's genuine fondness for Kamala Harris. And so I'll do a couple of cards. Yeah, this is a chance to bring back the good things that was there before. But he knows that he's signed himself up for something that that he was hoping to be able to not have to do, but he knew he had to do it. So yes, he knows he's signing himself up for 4 years of, you know, restrictions on him as the president. This hi Florina Bay. So yeah, he felt those responsibilities, and he felt hemmed in by those responsibilities as vice president, and he knows as president it's going to be even more. But he's voluntarily doing this, okay? He felt he had to do it. You know, if it had been a sane, rational person in the White House, even if he was Republican or whatever, I don't think Joe would have ever signed on to this. But he's willingly taken on this burden, okay? But he's 77. I think he was looking forward to retirement. But he knows that, he realises now that this is something he was meant to do. He knows that this tower of chaos, it's his job to, you know, stabilise America and stop the tower from falling. He knows there's going to be a few conflicts with others. He's going to have to battle to get some things done and stuff, but he knows that. But he's going to keep things, he's going to keep a hold of things. He's going to keep control of things. But he's also going to establish new relationships, different relationships. And he's also overflowing with happiness that he can do this for the people and the country he loves. He still suffers some regret. He's been in office for a long time, and yes, he was part of some decisions that in retrospect were not good, and he does regret those. So I think he's going to have some internal and conflict at times, but everything he needs to do, he'll be able to do. So there's a mixed bag of, oh my goodness, but he's proud to do it, and he's proud that he's been tasked with it, and he won't be half-assed about anything he does. Yes. Yeah. How is Kamala Harris feeling? So yeah, I mean, honestly, I think he was looking forward to retiring, but he knew. He said after Charlottesville, he knew he would have to stand. Hi, Sandra Henderson. Hi, Twaina Bernard. But still, yeah, he knew. He said he knew after Charlottesville that he would have to stand. Hi, Shelby Lisa. And it's, you know, he's well aware of what he signed up for the next 4 years. He has said that he will only do the one term, which is reasonable. But he stated that up front. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, Kamala Harris. Guys, thank you guys. She's out the back going, taking deep breaths. That's what I think. I just got the urge to go. The more I open myself up to spirit and to my guides and things, the more I seem to pick up, and it can be a little bit scary, but then it can be joyous as well. Hey, Greta. She feels that, yes, America judged Trump, and yes, they judged correctly. There's so much to do. There's so much to do. Things are going to happen so quickly. For us, it might take ages to get to January 20. But for them, it's just going to be, things are going to happen so quickly. They're going to be getting daily briefings. They're going to be getting this. They're going to be getting that. I have to be ready for all this. This is Kamala. Yeah. Vice President Harris. She's got ideas. And she's discussed those ideas with Joe and discussed what would fly straight and what maybe needs some more thought and maturation and stuff. But she's got ideas, and she's ready to go, and she's ready to bring new energy into an office that there's never been a female vice president, there's never been a female president. There's no way that this is not going to bring new energy into the office of the president, the White House itself, the way the administration will be. There's no way that that's not going to happen. New ideas, new energy, new creativity. Can you guys see me all right? It's getting a bit dark in here. New partnership. It's time. It's time. This partnership has come to fruition. There's her, there's Joe, the American people. That's the angel. The angel is the American people. It's her, there's Joe, the American people. They have a partnership, a relationship. She will bring about clarity and get to the truth of matters that might need investigation. Yeah. There's new ideas here, of course, again, mental clarity. You know, she knows that Joe is going to need her. Okay, she knows that. Here she is. She's come on live. But it's buffering a bit. Let's see if we can get a bit of sound up here. Look at that. Listen to that.
Good evening, I'm Lester Holt with the Decision 2020 special report. We want to go right to Wilmington, Delaware. President-elect Joe Biden is about to address the nation following an introduction by Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. She is on stage now. Let's listen.
Can you guys hear that?
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening. So, thank you. Good evening. So, Congressman John Lewis, before his passing, wrote, "Democracy is not a state, it is an act." And what he meant was that America's democracy is not guaranteed. It is only as strong as our willingness to fight for it.
There you go. Anyway, she's up there, she's talking. I'm going to continue the reading on her. Queen of Pentacles, a resourceful lady. A resourceful lady. She has so much resources within herself. She's got strength, she's got dignity, she's got creativity and ideas and beliefs and integrity, and she's going to use all of those resources. She's going to have to be juggling a few things, and she knows that. She's going to be juggling a lot of balls in the air, and she knows that, but she's ready for the challenge. Page of Cups, she is, you know, dead. She's starting out on a new journey. This is her, and she's wrapped in this wonderful emotional news, but she knows this is just the first step on the journey. Do I think she's going to end up as president one day? Absolutely. That's my personal opinion. This is a transition for her. This is not a bad sign for her, the death card. It's not a bad sign for her. This is the end of one stage of her life. Justice. And this, you know, and she will be there for justice. So she's already starting this move into the next stage of her life, the transition. Because it's the end of one stage of her life, and she knows it, and in her husband's life and her children's life, and even her parents and everyone in her family. This is the end of one way of living for them and the start of a new one. And it is 100% justified, her being there. And she will always fight for justice. She's a prosecutor. She was a governor, what was it? What's the word? What's William Barr? Attorney General. She's an Attorney General, and she will always fight for people. yeah, I'm not going to play all the speeches, but I will play it in a few minutes. I'll turn the sound back on when Biden comes out for a couple of minutes. So, and then I'll go back later and watch the speeches and everything. Hi, Christine Thomas. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be in tears. They're tears of joy. They're tears of tears of relief. I'm going to ask that question, okay? God's the greatest compassion. Good, thank you. Will Kamala Harris be presidential? She had the ticket in 2024. That's a good card. Yes, hope, a leading light, a shining light, a star. Hanging in there, hanging on, keeping things close. Backing of institutions. Temperance, patience, patience. Ace of Cups, new starts, new relationships. Hemmed in a little bit. Hemmed in a little bit. Yeah. She knows what she signed herself up for. That's what Joe's signed himself up for as president. So she knows that that's what she'll be signing herself up for as well. Knight of Wands. Offer the passionate warrior. Ace of Wands, there's that new ideas, new creativity, plans. She's certainly planning to throw her hat in the ring. The Five of Pentacles is a little bit of a puzzle. But I feel it might be finally bringing American women in from the cold as far as such high offices are concerned, like the presidential. Time to end that and take the blindfold off. I do think she's going to definitely leave the ticket in 2024. She's an inspiration. She's an inspiration. I saw a little clip of somebody who had dressed their little dog up as Ruth Bader Ginsburg. It was so cute. Okay. That's 4 years away. It's too far in the future to really determine. I try, to read based on the people. I generally read more about what's going on with them and how they're going and how the areas around them and draw some conclusions. We've got 2 runoff races in Georgia, so I will be looking at those closer to January. I'm not going anywhere now that Trump is out. I'm not going anywhere. It's going to be, now that Trump has been beaten, I will be here, ongoing. I didn't start my channel just to read why Trump was on. I started it because I wanted to share what I was learning and everything with people and my journey with people. My journey's got a long way to go, so I'm not going anywhere. Okay, so please continue to join me as we head into new eras. I'll be looking at other countries as well, and of course, the US has dominated a lot of our readings and things, but that's understandable. But there's so much more else in the world to look at as well. So many other places. I'll be looking forward to seeing her whole speech later. Hi, Crazy Cat Lady Farley. Yes, I'll be looking forward to hearing it. Oh, Shelby, thank you. Hi, Lisa Wilkinson. How are you? Christine Thomas. Yeah. What's that? I hate it when I have a deck that doesn't have reversals and I put the cards back in reverse. You know, I have decks that have reversals and I have decks that don't. So here he comes. Let's have a look. And he came jogging out. Look at this, 46, 46. Thank you for being patient. I just think it was awfully good. I'll play him for a couple of minutes and then put him on mute again and we can go back to reading.
My fellow Americans and the people who brought me the dance, Delawareans. I see my buddy Senator Tom Carper down there, and I think Senator Coons is there, and I think the governor's around. And is that Ruth Ann? And that former Governor Ruth Ann Minner. Most importantly, my sisters-in-law, my sister Valerie. Anyway. Folks, the people of this nation have spoken. They've delivered us a clear victory, a convincing victory, a victory for we the people. We've won with the most votes ever cast on presidential ticket in the history of the nation. 74 million. What I must admit has surprised me tonight, we're seeing all over this nation, all cities and all parts of the country, indeed across the world, an outpouring of joy, of hope, renewed faith in tomorrow, bring a better day. And I'm humbled by the trust and confidence you placed in me. I pledge to be a president who seeks not to divide, but unify. Who doesn't see red states and blue states, only sees the United States. And work with all my heart, with the confidence of the whole people, to win the confidence of all of you. And for that is what America, I believe, is about. It's about people. And that's what our administration will be all about. I sought this office to restore the soul of America, to rebuild the backbone of this nation, the middle class, and to make America respected around the world again.
There you go. Okay. Hi, Human Generic. Yep, I know lots of you will go and watch the full speeches later, and I hope you do. I just wanted to share a few minutes with you. Yeah, he bounded on that stage. He was like, yeah. So, like I said, if you want to go and watch his speech, go and watch his speech. I'm not going to be offended, you know. But anyway, he's luminous. He's got this light inside of him that is shining through his eyes. That's what I see. I see this light shining out of his eyes. That is, to me, he's luminous. There's not many people I can describe that as, that they've got this light that shows that, you know, he's not been afraid to admit mistakes. I like that. He's not been afraid to say, I was wrong. Or, you know, yes, looking back at the time it was standard, but no, now I can see that it was wrong. But I can't apologize for it. Things, you know, he's apologized where he's felt he's had to, and he's refused to apologize where he's felt that, well, you know, this is, I did nothing wrong, you know, in those circumstances or whatever. And that's what someone needs. Anyway, let's get on to it. First question, where is, oh, what? I think I'll leave Trump for last, okay. Where is William Barr? William Barr, where is William Barr? He's still here for 70-something days, 75 days or something. He is still the president. Okay, Lavanda, hello. I haven't seen your name before. Welcome. So where is William Barr? I'm just going to turn off the YouTube I have here, because to me, reading on these other guys, why that wonderful man up there is, and addressing the nation is, no, I won't do it. I won't. You know? So I've turned off YouTube there, and yeah. I just thought it'd be great to hear the first couple of minutes of both speeches. And yeah. Well, yes, it did. It wasn't a tsunami, but it was a very big tidal surge. So, and as people have said over the last few days, he has had more votes. That ticket has had more votes than any in the history of the United States since, you know, since it was formed. Where is Barr? What's Barr doing? Thanks. Ooh. He is worried sick. Investigations. This is the law. He's trying to tell himself he's still the law. He's still the law. But, you know, as you know, I'm the one who sits in judgment of other people, not the other way around. But he's really scared that he's going to end up paying heavily, and that people will be sitting in judgment of him, and they will. They will. He's trying to make new alliances. He's really scared about what's coming. Really, really scared about what's coming. Fear of change. The Tower reversed is fear of change. He's really, really scared about what's coming for him. He's trying to tamper things down. He's trying to, I think he's suffering a flight or fight response. He's trying to fight the urge to run, thinking it might not do him too much good if he tries to sneak away. He's trying to tamper down panic. He knows he's going to need lawyers. He's lining up lawyers. He's looking around for new offers, but here's the gap in the hedge, which Lena Rodriguez, and it's one of the things I've firmly taken to heart with her, with this gap in the hedge, that if you're not careful, you can be destined to repeat the same mistakes. He flogged a dead horse for so long, and he made a lot of mistakes, and in the next few months he's going to make a few more of them. He's definitely going to try and sneak away, grab his little red wagon and just slink away. He is unprepared for what's coming. He has an idea, but he's just totally unprepared for it, because he totally believed, and he still believes, that he can keep Trump in office, that Trump will stay in office. He's got unrealistic expectations here. He's got unrealistic expectations. He truly does believe that he can wrangle it so that Trump is declared the president, not Biden. But he can't avoid the truth coming out. So he's a mix of scared, panic. He's keeping a low profile. Despite what he tells himself, he's got unrealistic expectations, and he's not prepared for what's coming. Yeah, he's trying to keep himself under wraps, keeping a low profile. But he still, for some reason, believes that, or he's still willing to do everything he can to get Trump, to keep Trump in the White House. He's having trouble breathing. You can't understand why he's worried. What are his next steps going to be? Let's see. Guides to an highest truth and compassion, communication, clarity, insight into William Barr's next steps. He's going to try and expose something. It's not going to work. Ooh. He's really, really feeling insecure. He's really feeling insecure, and he thought he had a passageway out of there to Russia, but now he realizes that he probably doesn't. He's really feeling insecure. Ooh, he's got unseen problems ahead. He is starting to build up his defenses. He can't believe it. America went against them. He can't believe it, and he's put himself. Him and his family are totally dependent on Trump staying in power, and he's things are going to come to a crashing halt very soon with him. He's still got a couple of ideas that he's hoping will work. No, he's not going to be able to get anything going. It's going to be struggling. It's going to be overwhelming. It's all too overwhelming. Sloppy work, no team, no support. No, totally blocked, totally blocked. Bill Barr is just hiding away. His mind's going, we can try this, we can try that, we can try this. I want to, I thought I'd be able to get out of here and go to this country, but that's not happening. Things are blocked. Yeah. So things aren't looking good for Barr. Hi, Christine Thomas. Biden is giving his speech as president-elect, Christine Thomas. And I played the first, I had it on for a couple of minutes at the start of Kamala Harris's speech and then the start of Joe Biden's, just so we can, have a listen. Hi, Judy Malley. And, yeah. Pompeo. Ooh, this has come off, flashed through the bottom of the deck twice now. I think it's a good place to stop. Pompeo. Changes he cannot stop. He's lining up a lawyer as well. Oh, he's weak. He is weak, and he is gone into self-sabotage mode. Every time he's going to open his mouth and speak, he's going to say something that is not going to help him. He's in a position of weakness and self-sabotaging. Well, all momentum screeched to a halt. Screeched to a halt. He's done this. He's done this. That's it. That's the end. He's not going to keep trying to fight and stuff. He's like, that's it. That's the end. He's given up. Oh, he's going to be carrying a lot of burden over the next. Yeah, he's carrying a burden of worry. He himself has depended too heavily on Trump, and that's going to bite him on the ass. This is the page of wands reversed. So this is the Queen of Swords reversed. So he thinks that he's given up hope of getting a fair hearing. So this is, this way to me, it's always been called forth to answer for your actions, and this is being called forth to answer for your actions, but not getting not getting a sympathetic ear from the judge. He thinks he's not going to get a fair hearing. All his plans, it's all fallen apart. All fallen apart. Setbacks, no foresight, no foresight. He hasn't set an escape plan into motion. Oops, the Emperor's come down. He doesn't have the protection of the ultimate office anymore, and he's scared. Oh, same. Look at this. Thank you, Judy Malley. Look at this. The same as with Barr. Hoping to get a sympathetic ear, but it's just not happening. He's feeling really insecure with nowhere to turn. Nowhere to turn. So Pompeo is, he's hiding as well. He's hiding as well. So, yeah. Whew. Oh, Robin, don't apologise for that. As I said, if you want to go and listen to their speeches, go and listen to their speeches. I'll still be here when they finish, and it's fine. The flag just divorced Trump. Now, let's have a look at how are the Strumpettes feeling. So we'll start with Eric and work our way up to Ivanka. Thank you, Sherry French. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'm really looking forward to hearing their speeches. Thank you, Robin. Oh, remember thumbs up too, guys. Be nice to see some thumbs up. Yes, the strumpet. So we'll start with Eric. He can't believe his father's lost. He can't. Dad always gets what he wants. So this can't be real. He's in denial. He is in total denial that people did not side with his father, that America did not side with his father. He's going to try and stir up trouble with the press. Troublemaking kid. He's going to be on he's going to try and be getting on outlets and all that, but going to be interesting to see what happens with Fox News. I'll be doing some readings on them too. So Eric, he's going to start trying to stir up trouble. He's in the back of his mind, he's also seeing it as a reason to get out of Dodge, escape. He had promise, but he threw it all away. I don't know if he'll ever fully realise that's what it is, because it is an opportunity for him. But he's also worrying about the case in New York and how he's going to keep out of jail. So there's a lot, yeah, judgment going against him. That he, you know, but he also can't believe that people don't. His father's a bully and a con man, but he can't quite believe that. Everything his father does is right. So, truth and clarity is revealed to him, but he can't accept it. The truth's been revealed to him that America did not want his father there, but he can't accept it. He is in denial. He's in denial about the corrupt, bullying person his father is. He worships him. All of these cards are reversed, and this is not a reverse deck. It's not a non-reverse deck. It's a mix. So all of the cards, all of his dreams and stuff are going to come back and bite him in the ass. All the dreams are turning to nightmares. He's got to keep himself out of jail too. This is the thing. So Dad's thrown him under a bus. Yeah, here it is. Dad's thrown him under a bus. Hangman reversed. Sacrifice as far as the business is concerned. Again. Different decks, same card. They're not going to get. He's feeling really insecure, and he's scared that the reception that the family thought they were going to get in certain safe havens is not going to happen. He's totally in denial. He's going to get an offer he doesn't want. This is to do with his court case, and he doesn't want it. What's this offer? This third line is like what's ahead of him. Trying to keep himself out of jail, and also not seeing an escape path out of the family cage. Dreams turning into nightmares. An offer he doesn't want. What's going on with that? Fighting conflict. Plans. New partnerships. He doesn't want to turn his dad in, but in the back of his mind, he thinks he might have to if he wants to keep his ass out of jail. But it's very conflicted within, and he's finding it hard to make choices, but he's going to make a partnership. What's that partnership? Strategy, yeah. He's going to try and stay out of jail. Stealing, theft, telling tales about that. Possibly. He doesn't know his own mind. He's not dumb. He's not stupid. He's not, the person that's portrayed by a lot of comedians and all that. He isn't stupid. He does know right from wrong. but his belief in his father and that he knows right and wrong, as in the code he was taught, and his belief in that code is so instilled that he can't see that it's not right. Hi, Dawn Amato. Yeah, Whitby's around. He's lying in his bed. Hey, Whitby. Yeah, everyone wants to say hello to you. Hey. There we go. I can just look out the door there and see him. Yeah, so Eric is, he's in total denial, total denial. Let's have a look at Don Jr. He's going to, in the end, I think he's going to turn on it to try and stay out of jail. Whether he'll be able to stay out of jail is a different thing. I'll be following those cases and stuff as well. But well, I turned on the noise for the first part of Kamala Harris's speech, John, and the first couple of minutes of Joe Biden's. I also did a reading on Inauguration Day. I did a reading on Joe Biden, how it's going at the moment and everything, and Kamala Harris. And I asked the question if she's going to head the ticket for 2024, and that's going to be a yes. That's a yes. And then I did Barr, Pompeo, and now I'm looking at the strumpets, and I've just done Eric. So we're going on to John Jr., who is going to end up in prison on charges of sedition if he doesn't keep his mouth shut. Yeah, I did, Dawn. I did do Barr. John Jr. Right. Thank you, guys. I just saw red eyes and sniffing. red eyes, red bloodshot eyes and sniffing. It's so interesting as I'm opening myself up, and first I used to get thoughts, words go through my head and stuff, and now more goes through my head, and sometimes I get a flash of an image and stuff. Or like with Kamala Harris before, psyching herself up, taking deep breaths before her speech and stuff. And yeah, so it's so interesting. John Jr. New journey. Oh, wake up and smell the roses, buddy. You know, the truth is there for you to see. Disappointing news, but he's also going to try and spin something. He's surprised, but he's a bratty kid and he's immature. This is too immature. He's disappointing. This isn't both knaves, and he's disappointed and he's upset. He's over imbibing. This is not the celebration and support card for him. This is him overindulging. He is drinking and sniffing and whatever. He's falling down a rabbit hole. He's weak and he's self-sabotaging. Every time he's going to open his mouth, and every time he does, it's going to be like Pompeo. Every time he opens his mouth, he's going to say something that sabotages things, and he can't help it. And he's a weak, weak person. Eric is actually stronger than he is, you know, which might sound a bit weird, but Eric is stronger than he is. He's sulking. The crucial decision didn't go his way, or the way his family wanted. He's confused. He doesn't know what to do. He's confused. He honestly thought his father was going to win. He's heading down a very, very bad path. Depression. Things are not looking good for him. Separation. Moving out, arguments. It's going to be, it's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault. Yeah, he knows what's coming. He's barely hanging in there. So, yeah. Morning, sweetheart. Yeah, I am, but if you want to cook some dinner, nobody can see you if you want to cook your breakfast. Okay? Do you want to cook your breakfast? Yes. Okay, nobody can see you. I put my lovely mug right in front of the gap there. Just woken up. So you might hear some cooking sounds in the background. Wow, that's interesting. I think it's just coincidence, but Sarah Henderson. But I'm sure Bo, wherever he is very proud of his father. I know his father's very proud of him. So. Hey, sweetheart. Yes, but you can cook your breakfast, sweetie. Yeah, of course you can.
You're broadcasting right now?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Will you cook your breakfast? So you're going to hear James cooking his breakfast in the background. But you know that Biden's won?
Excellent.
Excellent, yeah. So I'm doing readings now on the Strumpettes, well, Trump's, you know, Eric, Don Jr., Jared, who is a Strumpet, even though by marriage, and Ivanka. So next I'm going to be looking at Jared. New York doesn't want him, no. So I'm going to do a cross on Jared and Ivanka because they have, I just did 9 card on the other two. But Jared and Ivanka have been in the White House in the administration. So I'm going to do crosses on them. 46 seems to be, well, a significant number. I'm not going to say it's a lucky number. When you lose your son when he's 46 years old, that's not lucky, but it seems to be a significant number for Joe Biden, doesn't it? So he will be number 46. Okay, Jared, I'm going to do cross on him. So, he's still behind his father-in-law. His father-in-law, the false knight there, Trump. Oops, bratty kid, immature, struggling to deal with things. His challenge is actually to stop people talking about him, coming out, whistleblowers. A lot of people have got a lot of things to say about Jared and some of the things he's done behind doors, closed doors. Yeah, they couldn't say those things earlier, isn't it? At the base of it, financial setbacks. He's not sitting pretty and comfortable anymore. Lots and lots of financial setbacks. Envy. Look at this. Third one in a row. Wake up. It's right there in front of you. This is the past leading up to where he is now. This is the truth. This is clarity. You've got to wake up and see what's right in front of you. He's gotten the full card as well, the new journey, which Don Jr. got. Eric didn't get that much. Eric's, yeah. Immediate future for Jared. Spying the camp, disappointing news. Whistleblower again. So this is the whistleblower. He's trying to stop them talking. There's going to be stuff coming out about him, watching his environment. Tempering things down. Trying to keep things balanced and trying to keep things, stop things from coming out. Trying to keep some harmony. I think he's going to be doing a lot to, I think he's going to have to do a lot of calming with his father-in-law. What do other people see? Someone who caused division and conflict within the country. What are his hopes and fears? He's hoping this news is false, but he's fearing it's not. He's hoping it's not true. What's his outcomes? Lovers, new partnerships. He's going to try and forge new partnerships. Look, he's going to get thrown under the bus. Those new partnerships aren't going to work out for him. Something's going to come out about he's working. He's working what he did to try and help Trump win. That's the whistleblowers. Ooh. Ooh. Not fun. He's going to have to pay the devil his due. This is turning his life upside down and not in a good way. The devil reverse can mean recovery, healing, good times ahead, but it can also mean your life being turned upside down, and you're not being able to do much at all about it. Yeah, let's have another couple of cards on him. So just, you know, giving my hubby some privacy here. So there's a little gap where you can see in the kitchen, which you guys will know. So
I'm out of here, baby.
that's all right. Make sure you have your pills, sweetheart. These flew out of the deck for Jared. He's still going to try to manifest something. Sneaking away to Russia. He's got some strong alliances there, unlike his brother-in-laws and certain people in the administration. He's got a lot stronger alliances there. So, yeah. I'm just going to get a drink, guys. Go. Hi, Joan Morey. I'm not even going to bother reading on Ivanka and Jared's marriage. I do think look, I saw a thing on that looked like a news story, and it was Putin stepping down from the US presidency. So I think maybe you might have caught that headline. It was a joke headline. But Putin, I'll be looking more at Putin in the future. He's definitely got a reckoning coming to him. Okay. I can read on the rumor. I'll do that. But I'll do Ivanka first. Okay. God's highest. She is so closed off. She is so closed off. She's starting work on other plans. It's on the bottom of her. New opportunities. She's looking for new opportunities, and she's starting work on other plans. What's her challenge? The challenge is so many people are going to walk away from her family, herself. There's a lot of people who stood behind them, and now, you know, they didn't get what they want, and now they're all going to desert. Fair weather friends. At the base of this, Daddy, 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 daddy. It's always been daddy, 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 and it always will be daddy, 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 daddy. She's closed off. She's barely hanging on to her past. She's gathered some resources, but she's barely hanging on to some things. So she's in danger of losing a lot here. As above, so below. All about daddy. She's there to support daddy, 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 daddy. She's supporting daddy. She hardly left his side. I think immediate future for Ivanka. Oh, she's going to have to take a trip and move away. She's going to get booted out of that White House. And sooner rather than later. Or she's going to move out of the White House sooner rather than later. But she's in for a bit of a tough time. There's going to be lots and lots of questions about her actions. The Inauguration Fund, campaign funds, ties with China. In her environment, overflowing emotions. It's not that she doesn't feel them. She won't show them. She refuses. Showing emotion is weakness. The only emotion you show as a Trump is confidence and joy in the name. To show anything else is weakness. People see someone whose dreams are turning to nightmares. Ooh, fears. She has an agenda that she's kept hidden, and she's really afraid that it's going to come out. She hopes it doesn't. She hopes it doesn't. But she fears it will. And it's like, she's not sure she's going to be able to pull off her agenda anymore either. So, yeah, outcomes for Ivanka. A change that she cannot stop. It's a change, maybe a good change for her, because upright it's supposed to be good fortune, but it's a change. So she might be able to change things and in a way that benefits her somehow. But end of a journey, death by 1,000 cuts, whatever. It's ending. It's ending for her, and she knows it. She's got the same lover's card as Jared. Her and Jared, look, they have a strong, no matter what happens, they're very strong together. And they know that. I think there's deep fondness and real affection between the two of them. Deep love, I don't know. But they're stronger together than they are apart, and they know that. Oh, news coming out. Whistleblower about her. Stuff's going to come out. What's going to come out about Ivanka? What's going to come out about Ivanka? Tell us a bit more about this Page of Swords. It's about abuse of power, abuse of her position, efforts to gaslight people and confuse things and cloud things. She is really going to be judged on this. Going to end up facing judgment on it. Isolation. I don't see any jail cards for her, but things are not going to look good. Things aren't looking good. Okay. Now, the next question I got to ask, I was asked to look at the rumours that Putin is quitting. Doesn't seem like the type, does he? No, I can look at those. I will put the cards back in this deck and I'll get a different deck. Hi, Human Generic. You bought some chucks. But to mop up all the tears of happiness. Okay, let's have a look at Putin news. Is Putin quitting? Okay, is Putin quitting? Thank you, God. Truth and compassion. Is that helping me gain insight and clarity? Question, clarity, Putin. He's starting to feel nervous. He's been nervous the last few days and now he's really nervous. Oh, thank you, Christine Thomas. I'm not going anywhere. I didn't start the channel for exclusive readings on politics and all that. I started to share. And, yeah. Let's have a look. Does Putin have Parkinson's disease? Guides of the highest truth and compassion. Can you give me insight into the question of whether or not Putin has Parkinson's disease? It's out in the cold. Definitely something going on. What's on the bottom? News is going to come out. Disappointing news for him. It's putting him out in the cold. He's feeling hopeful. Treatments and all that. But I know what Parkinson's disease does to a person. My grandmother had it. One grandmother had Parkinson's and the other had Alzheimer's. Walking away, yes, he could. Yeah, out in the cold, abuse of power, not being able to hang on to his power. He feels he's hanging on at the moment. He's hopeful to be able to hang on. Walking away, the Emperor. He's still a new journey for him. He doesn't want to leave. He wants to remain as the leader of Russia. But he's going to hang on to power as long as he can. Now, early onset Parkinson's doesn't mean you can't do a job. It can take quite a while for it to get to the stage where you can't work. But yes, he does. There's a lot of no cards here. But there's a lot of no cards, so I don't think it's Parkinson's. Could be something else. It could be an excuse. It might be what he says in order to leave without appearing weak. It does seem like his days of keeping Russia out in the cold with other countries and abusing power and getting away with stuff are coming to an end. someone's come to him with this idea. Oh, no, this is Trump. This is Trump. Trump's gone. They've come to an end because Trump's gone. The false knight's gone. Dirty money. Look, I think he's definitely going to be going. There's definitely a big change coming out for him. Trump losing has bitten into his confidence. I don't think he has Parkinson's, but don't be surprised if that's an excuse he uses to leave and get out of Dodge, because I think the tide is turning on him. People abandoning him and him being the leader of Russia. This is the Russian people now. They want a change. They want him gone. And I think that what happened with this election has really scared him, because it is going to inspire the people of Russia. If they can get rid of Trump, we can get rid of Putin. If that happens, Putin's not going to get off as easily as Trump will. Trump might end up in jail or in a little loony bin for the rest of his days, but that's not going to happen if Putin is chucked out of office. He's better off leaving quietly. He really is better off leaving quietly. And maybe that might be an excuse that he gives. You're not going to go after a frail old man with a degenerative disease, are you? I'm leaving. Will true freedom come to Russia after he's gone? Will true freedom come to Russia after he's gone? Thank you, guides. It's going to take a while. It's not going to be immediate, but yes, they are going to see justice. So maybe come and hope, a new start. So these are good. Yes, again, that's a yes, but it's slow. So remember, the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Coins, is the slowest moving knight. So it's not going to be quick. And both of these are major arcana, which indicate a longer time frame than a shorter. But, you know, that's all you can really say there with regard to time, because as we know, tarot is not very good with time unless you ask a time-specific question, like what's going to happen between now and then. New perspective, new changes, but also some suspension. So again, it's going to take time. There's still going to be some people trying to steal freedoms away from them. So they're not going to when Putin goes, it doesn't mean they're rid of all the rot. There's still rot there, but there will be movement towards it. There will be government and institutions. There will be reform in those, and the church. The church is going to be a really big a lot of people are going to turn to the church in Russia for comfort and guidance. But there will be some unforeseen problems with it. But yes, they will eventually get to a leader like Biden. Somebody who's kind and compassionate and can work with people, a supportive leader, who's tolerant and has empathy. So yes, it will happen, but it is going to take a time, and there will be some setbacks and unforeseen problems. And they're really going to, the church in Russia is not going to play a big political role. There will be new perspectives with institutions. So this can also be institutions. So it represents two things, the church and government institutions, and there'll be new perspectives within both. And the roles the role the church can play without, but maintaining a separation of church and state. Hi, Bonnie Russell. Hi, Judy Malley. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love frangipanis. Night, Sandra Henderson. So we'll be keeping an eye on Russia. Now, let us wrap up with a look at Trumpy Dump. How is he handling things? Thank you, Bonnie. Trumpy Dump. But I'm the law of the land. They can't do this to me. Okay, flying out. Let's have a look. Guide to the highest truth and compassion. Thanks. Thank you for help. Gaining clarity inside. I've still got like an arm swinging, throwing things. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, for help today. He is so angry. Stuff, anything. Every time he gets these waves of anger, and every time he goes, he picks something up and he throws it. I should have won. I should have won. I should have won. I should have won. How dare they? How dare they? How dare they? This is my election, and I'll do whatever it takes to stay in office. I'll do whatever it takes. I don't care. I'll stir people up. I'll use every little rule that I can to thwart the will of the people. Six of Swords. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gearing up for battle. I'll get my people to do everything, but remain above it so I can't be blamed. He really thinks that. He is stressing about money, stressing about debt. I can't, you know, I've got nothing if I don't have this. How am I going to make any more money? Because I can't tap into resources anymore. Page of Wands. He's worried about people, that people are going to start talking about some of the things he's been doing in office. Oh, God damn it. I'm going to win. I'm going to win. This can't be true. This can't be true. This is the Nine of Swords, Nine of Cups reversed. He's the courts are going to, you know, and I'll make sure they do it quick. I'll get it through the courts quick and win that way. Quick results, looking for quick results. How dare they judge me? How dare they? How dare they judge me? How dare they say that? How dare they do that? This should be reversed because he's in denial, but he's not in denial. He knows. He knows. So he's not in denial at the base of it, but he's furious at people for doing this. He's furious at the country. But he's delusional. He's delusional with his idea. He's not in denial about losing the election, but he's deluding himself with this idea that he can use the courts to win. I'm going to steal it. I'm going to steal it. They stole it from me. I'm going to steal it back. He's terrified. Everything is changed. His tower's collapsing around him and he is terrified. He knows if he's booted out of office, he's open to all sorts of things. Biden's not going to make a deal with him. Biden's not going to make a deal with him at all. I'm going to ask a question. It has to be asked. It really does have to be asked. Is Donald Trump going to try and stir up his supporters to protect him? He's going to try and stir up his supporters and try and stir up violence within his supporters. Donald Trump Jr. certainly seems to think that that's the thing to do. This is going to be a war. He said, "Oh, it's very possible, Christine Thomas, that she will." Yeah, Christine Thomas asked, "Will Ivanka throw Daddy under the bus to save her own skin?" Yes, I've always thought she would. Looking for opportunities. Hi, Wendy. What's Wendy? Is Wendy a new viewer? Hi, Bonnie Russell. Yep. Wendy K with a cane, with a crane. Thank you. Hi, Wendy Kane. Okay. Yeah, Lincoln Project's next target is the Senate races in Georgia. They're going to try and help Democrats win those two Senate races, and I'll have a look at those too. Okay, is Trump going to try and He'll do anything to hang on to power. So, yes, he'll do anything to hang on to power and win. There he is, talking, finding new opportunities, new offers, new ways to, finding new resources with a lot of these militias. They're going to hit a snag, but I think Washington is waiting for them. But it's going to be an upwelling of emotion with these guys. Yes, he is. He is. But his efforts are going to hit snags. Unseen problems. Suspension, delays. Forcing and sharing debts. Yes, and they're moving swiftly to get in place, but this was always going to happen. But will they be able to cause the trouble he thinks they will? And there's going to be some skirmishes, but it's not going to be the all-out fight he hopes. He's hoping it's going to lead to a new start. Here's the sharing again, the sharing. He's been getting some money to some of them somehow. 9 of Pentacles. He wants them to sit pretty. There's going to be some skirmishes, yes. The Hierophant, institutions, the Chariot again, movement towards it. Page of Cups. This movement is starting, but I don't think it's going to get very far. Yeah, 7 of Swords. They're going to slink away eventually. 10 of Wands. Ten of Cups. Republicans. Surprising news about Republicans. The ones who are already in office, the ones who've retained their seats in office, they're going to be saying, no, so you can't do that. You're going to find it really surprising that already Republicans, you know, saying things. Yeah. There are going to be some skirmishes, but it's not going to gain the momentum and become the movement he wants it to be. But yeah, there's going to be some trouble from these guys. And believe me, every one of them are going to end up on a watch list. Every single one of them are going to end up on a watch list because they'll be deemed as possible threats to Biden and Harris. I think he's, yeah, in funneling money to some of them. Hi, Susan Kwaniski. Yeah, no, the electoral colleges are not going to go against Biden. They're not going to do it. That won't happen. That just won't happen. They know that if they turn, they can't do that. The margin is going to be so great. I do think Biden's going to get Georgia as well. North Carolina and Alaska he's not going to get. I do think he could end up with over 300, and they're not going to go against that. They're not going to try and sway that. All the electoral colleges turn against Biden. No. Heartbreak. No, the lead is too strong. The mood is too strong. It's a no. That's a no. That's a no. No, they're not. They're not. It's just too. No. It's not worth. If they did that, those electoral colleges that did that, their heads would end up on a platter. They would never be able to hold any office again. That's figuratively speaking. Hi, Linda B. That's all right. I'll stay on for a little bit longer, but not too much. Oh. How much trouble is Trump going to cause over the next few months? Hi, Carter Mancy. Hi, Deborah Costro. How much trouble is Trump going to cause over the next few months? He can cause plenty. Hi, J Cat Lady. Don't ever apologise for being late. You have nothing to be apologised for. Thank you. Ooh. People are going to try and temper him to stop him. They're going to try and temper whatever he's going to try and do. I asked if he's going to try and cause trouble. That's a yes. Knight of Cups, yeah. So that's a yes, but they're going to try and temper him. That's a maybe. Transition. He's going to put America on a bumpy ride, but you will get through it. Yes, again. Judgment. He is going to be judged on everything he does. Now, this is the death card, which would normally be no, but it's reversed. So he's going to try and bring an end to the Biden presidency, to Biden's win, but it's not going to work. And he's going to cause trouble to try and do it. He is going to try and cause confusion and indecision, as usual. He's going to try it, but overflowing emotion. He can't control himself. A split with the American people. The Empress, it's just wasting his resources, wasting his energy, wasting his time. Waste. Ace of Swords. He's going to try and change the truth with his alternate facts. But yeah, no. He is going to try and cause trouble, but it's not going to work. But it's going to be an unsettled couple of months. Yeah, wonder what they were up to. I'm sure that anything that gets taken is going to be tracked down and returned. Hi, Valerie Hyde. I haven't seen your name before. Welcome. Okay. I think what I'll probably do is wrap it up. And Proud Boys threaten action over Biden election win. Their leader said standby order has been rescinded. Okay, how much trouble are the Proud Boys going to be? Oh, so Twitter's willing, if he keeps violating their terms and conditions, they'll shut down the presidential account. Good, perhaps they should. Proud Boys, are they going to cause trouble? Are the Proud Boys going to cause trouble? What's going to happen with the Proud Boys? Thank you, guys. They're going to try. They're going to try. They're going to try. They're going to try to cause trouble. They're going to try and force Biden out. I think this is a really nasty legacy that Trump is leaving behind. But in the end, they're not going to be strong enough. They are going to try and get away with heaps of stuff. They're going to try and separate Biden from the White House. I think the security around Biden is going to be really, really tight. I think there's a real threat. They're a real threat to Biden and Harris. They're going to end up retiring, moving on. That they're going to create new alliances elsewhere. They're going to be judged. They're not going to be able to manipulate. I think quite a few of them are going to end up in jail and needing lawyers. Night, Sherry French. Yeah, but they are. You can't ever treat a group of people like the Proud Boys as a joke, because they are danger to themselves and others. They're never, anyone who has the beliefs that they have and are willing to go to the lengths that they have, and they're armed to the teeth. It's a group of people who are armed to the teeth, whether it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 100,000 is no joke. They have to be taken seriously. Group of people who are armed to the teeth with values and principles that are not in line with the values and principles that run a country. They can't be treated as a joke. Oh, yeah. Okay. Will Joe and Kamala be safe? Will Joe and Kamala, will the president and vice president-elect be safe? The president-elect and vice president-elect, will they be safe? Guides of the highest truth and compassion. They're going to be safe, but Yeah, it's going to be, yeah, they're going to have to make compromises. Yes, yes, yes. But that there are a lot of threats against them. There are threats, people who do not want to see good things. But yes, they have strong protection. It is a burden on them, and it's a burden on the American people, the threats that are out there, but they are definitely out there, and they are going to be protected, and they are going to be safe. But it's going to be, that doesn't mean that there's not going to be scares. Hi, Deborah Costro. Hi, Renee Dugan. Oh, yes, they need to be taken seriously. Do a couple more readings. Anyone got any suggestions before I sign off for the day? I'm going for an extra half hour, so. Hi, GM Dave. Hi, Be Kind to All. Hi, Ronald. Thanks for joining, guys. Hi, Sherry French. I think I said hello earlier, didn't I, Sherry? Hi, I'm good. Yeah. I haven't looked at Melania. I just, no. It's a bit of a non-entity. Boris Johnson. Okay, let's have a look. What's going on with Boris Johnson? Will he be leaving office? Guides of the greatest truth and compassion. Hi, Judith Gash. Oh, that's what I was going to do too. Will he be leaving office soon, Boris Johnson? Yes, yes. King of Wands, a new leader. But it's still going to take some time. There's news coming about money. Yes, it's there's a change coming, and he can't really do much about it. He's feeling increasingly isolated. Exposure, the virus. It's not going to be about troubles with the government in the end. I think it's going to be health, and it's going to break down relatively quickly. And he's going to say, look, if he stays in, he'll be in danger of repeating past mistakes. Not very popular. A lot of people want him gone. So, yeah, I think he will be leaving soon, but I think it's going to be more to do with his health than troubles. Thank you, Valerie. It was very lovely of you. Thank you. That's the Pointer Sisters. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. Yep. Okay. Oh, now I want to have a Mitch McConnell. You know, I got the same sort of cards for him and Lindsey Graham. They've won their seats back, but they're not going to be there long. So let's have a look at Mitch McConnell. What is going on there? Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell. What is going on there? How is he feeling? Oh, the world is watching, and the world is watching how he's going to be reacting to things. He's hanging in there. He's hanging in there. He gerrymandered the crap out of Kentucky. Those borders are all going to be reviewed. He's got a tower coming. And he cannot stop it. He's got a tower coming and he cannot stop it. Those three top cards are all major arcana. The world, end of one journey, start of another. The tower. Big crashing collapse. Can't do anything to stop it. The wheel of fortune. News is coming out. Investigations. The Hierophant. He's looking for the blessing of an institution somehow, and he's not going to get it. I think the Republican Party might turn against him somehow. He's looking at making changes, trying to make decisions. The Emperor. Loss, regret. This is the rule of law. He can't avoid that. That's on top of new journey, start of one journey, end of one journey, start of another. New investigations, the rule of law. The Emperor stands for the rule of law. Loss for him. His ships are going to come in, but not in a good way. Reap what you sow. This is the reap what you sow card. I think he might have lost the confidence of the party. He can be challenged for the Speaker, for the House, for the Senate Majority Leader. Yeah, oh yeah, he cheated. He gerrymandered. But also, Amy McGrath, she got the Strength card reversed, which is weakness, self-sabotaging thoughts, things like that. She needs more confidence. Gonna ask, will it be proven that he cheated? Will it be proven that Mitch McConnell cheated? It's a yes. The world is a yes. Sitting pretty is a yes. The Strength, yes. Yes. Temperance, yes. Ace, maybe. It's a yes. Dark money, no. Ooh. He painted himself into a corner. That doesn't automatically mean that Amy McGrath will be given the seat, but will Amy McGrath end up in the Senate? I'm going to ask that question. She needs to build her confidence a bit. It's always come through to me, this sort of body language of she had to battle through to get where she was in the service and prove so many things, and now she's got to do it again, and she's a bit unsure of herself about that because she had to fight so much. So, will Amy McGrath end up in the Senate? Yes. 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 Or maybe. Ace of Wands is a yes. Yes. Maybe. yes, she might, but it's going to be a bit of a journey. There's going to be investigations, and yes, there's a good chance she might end up in the Senate. They might have to end up, if they void Mitch McConnell, she'll go straight in, I think, but it might end up in a special election. Yes, I think that's what it's going to be. It's because of the districts. It's called gerrymandering, and it's manipulating district borders for a better outcome, political outcome. And puts Joe Bjelke-Peterson to shame. Joe Bjelke-Peterson was for God knows how many years the Premier of Queensland, and he just stayed there for gerrymandering. Thank you for joining, Kathy W. Have a good night. Okay, now, look at Mitch McConnell. I'll have one more look at Lindsey Graham. Abuse of power, offers of money. Past actions coming to bite him in the butt. Not going to be able to stop the process that's going to be undertaken. The end of the journey, change. Being called for to answer for his actions. He'll be out in the cold. He's not going to be prepared for it. I think there might be a special election. Or he might leave and there'll be a special election. I can't see him staying long again. He's unprepared for what's going to happen, what's going to come to him. Wouldn't surprise me if he retired due to his health. McConnell, that is. I'll ask one more question. Will the Senate, the Dems are hanging in onto the House, but it's very close. Will the Senate flip blue? Or will they at least get to 50? Will the Senate flip blue? Thank you, guys. The kindness, truth, and compassion. Clarity. Heartbreak. Judgment. It's a yes. It's a no followed by a yes by another no. And new opportunities. Wish fulfillment. A couple of seats are going to be in doubt, being called for to answer for their actions. That I think is McConnell, at least, and possibly Graham. Overwhelming emotion. The devil. I don't know that. I think there's a good chance it'll tie. In which case, it's, there'll be a tie. In which case, Kamala Harris breaks the tie, and that's it. So, so 50-50. Yeah. Aren't there also a couple of independent senators? Anyway, it'll all come out in the wash in the end. Okay, everyone. I think I might just get a message for everyone. Oh, what messages does Spirit have for people today? Using the wisdom of the Oracle by Donna Colette Barron Reed, my favourite Oracle card person. What message does Spirit have for everyone for the next few days? I got stand strong and stand proud. The words went through my head. Deep knowing. Thinker. And TikTok. Time. Time is on your side. Thinker. TikTok, but time is also running out for other people. Deep knowing, deep within yourself. And thinking. So I'll do my interpretation first. Do you know deep within yourself that everything is going to work out? You have that knowledge deep inside. Believe in it. You have that faith deep inside. Also think about what you're going to be doing and who you're going to be seeing, and, you know, especially if you have people who are Trump supporters, they had their own dreams as well and they've been dashed. So, no, think how crushed you would be if Trump had won again. So think how crushed you were when he won the first time. So have some empathy there and think about it. And watch your words. The clock is ticking down to Inauguration Day. Be patient. Things happen when they're supposed to happen and as they're supposed to happen. So let's have a look. First one, 43. That's my interpretation. But now we'll look at the book. "43, deep knowing. Intuition, listening to the oracle in empathy and hypersensitivity." Remember what I said about having some empathy? Remember how crushed you were? A lot of people had lots of dreams and hopes for Trump, and they've been dashed too. There are occasions when you just know deep in your heart and soul that a person is going to play a meaningful role in your life. Okay? This is a time when your hunches will play large dividends if you listen to them. Be grounded as well. So you're going to be in empathy overload. Or lack of empathy overload sometimes. So be grounded. Be grounded. Okay? Strategy, being analytical, logical. It's important to sit down and plan a strategy. As I said, a lot of you have family members who supported Trump, voted for Trump. Think about how you're going to sit and talk to them and be around them, you know. Also, love is not logical. Weigh the pros and cons of your relationship with other people. Reason and strategize. That's really important now. you might have to be the voice of reason. You might have to have a strategy on how to deal with some people who are going to be extremely upset. Okay? And you would think, oh, you know, get over it. You know, he lost, get over it. But remember how you felt. Timelessness, divining time, immeasurable time. When humans created time, everything changed and contracted. People have come to look at life in a linear way, imagining that the past is behind them and the future is ahead of them. Okay? But imagine if everything is happening all at once in timelessness. Okay. Yes, I'm just wrapping up, sweetie. I'll be about 2 minutes. Have you been feeling as if a clock is ticking and gotten a little nervous that your dreams are taking too long to manifest? Yeah, well, there is nothing to fear. You'll never run out of time for the important things. So there's 2 different angles on the messages. Okay, my darlings, I'm going to go now. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the support, for the super chats. I do appreciate every one of them. And I will be giving more information on my community page and also getting to work on my Facebook page. I'll put the link to that in the next day or so. Okay, I love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.